Hooked on the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
Probably snook number 20 today.
It's up there.
Wow.
Good job. Snook fever.
There he comes up. Woo, look at that. Pretty fish.
We got a big one, boys!
I don't think it gets any better than this.
I just cannot believe how many fish there are here.
This is why you come here, this is why we do what we do. Off of Palm Beach, bro. This is the kind of Jurassic Park stuff that lives out here. Woo! We did it, fella.
It blows me away the fishing opportunities that we have in and around Palm Beach County.
Some of the best game fishing that you can have in the entire world. Oh, you see that snook? Jeez.
Get a bait out.
Oh.
Snook. Good one, too.
All right, good start.
Jack.
Jacks and cats.
Jacks and cats.
Ooh. Just lost him.
Amateur.
Another jack.
Jack's not my middle name, but it could be.
Ooh, what is that?
A catfish on a jig. That's not good.
Jacks and cats.
Oh, no.
Catty. Little snapper.
That's a mouthful right there. Catfish killer.
Yeah. Jeez. Jack attack.
James, you ever want to catch big catfish, you call me, okay?
Jacks and cats.
That's not good at all.
Getting all the trash. Another jack. Jacks and cats. That's just what you want.
We're out here. All right, James, so we came up to the North Fork here in the Loxahatchee River. This North Fork, it dead ends. We're almost gonna go basically to the end of it. What we're gonna target in here, snook, tarpon, jacks. There might be redfish in here, triple tail. There's a lot of variety of species in here. It's pretty shallow water, like 2-foot depth, but we got these super high tides. So right now the water is breaching, real far back in the mangrove, so we're just gonna have to adjust to it. Right now we're gonna fish a bridge, we'll fish some docks, hit the seawalls on the way out and just kind of follow the tide.
Sounds good. Well, stay with us as we bring you the best of inshore fishing from the Palm Beaches.
Hooked on the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida. And by Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler company. And by Pelagic High Performance Offshore Gear.
Oh, down she goes. If you've never tarpon fished before, that's usually what happens.
Well, you never know what you're going to catch up here.
Snook.
Oh yeah, nice. Nice little guy.
Oh, no.
There he is.
Tarpon.
Snook, I think. Oh, he's wrapped me.
Easy.
Oh, he wrapped me.
Ah.
Got off.
Little black drum. See if we can get him the drum for you. Talk to me, buddy.
He's getting chased, dude. He's going to get hammered.
All right, James. You
Yeah.
got a jack here. Caught jacks, snook, tarpon, black drum. And I think that's it so far up in the North Fork.
Don't forget catfish.
Yeah, well, we don't mention that, especially when you got friends on the boat here.
Right.
But yeah, the North Fork. I mean, there's a lot of different species in this zone. Whether you're live bait and jigging, we caught fish on both jigs and live bait. Working bridges, docks, seawalls. The trick with fishing in this zone is just slow it down, take your time, read the tide, and just read the water. And you do that, you're going to catch fish in this zone no matter what. It's just part of the game. So
Nice.
let's get the hook out of this guy, let him go. This guy's real tannic as well. In the summertime, these guys, they almost turn pure yellow.
Yeah.
But he's talking.
Pretty.
Let him go. Oh, snook.
Snook.
We got a snook. There's 4 different species of snook in the Loxahatchee River. This is a common snook. The reason you can tell by that is their head is more streamlined. This anal fin is real short. Now if you catch a fat snook, their head is real broad, comes up higher, and the anal fin will touch the back tail, and the scales are a lot bigger. So you have a common snook, a fat snook, a tarpon snook, and a sword spine snook. Those are your 4 different species of snook that are in this zone. So let's let this guy go. He's nice and bronzed too. Oh, we got a double. Should I hold this guy so they can meet each other? Yeah.
Nice
Oh, we
snooky.
got a fat snook. Perfect. We're going to show you the difference here.
That's cool. This is a fat snook over here.
Yep. I can grab him.
All right, little double header.
All right. So,
Perfect.
James, I'm going to have you grab this
Cool.
guy. We're going to
Got
show
it.
the difference here. Just watch. He's going to shake hard.
Yeah, got him.
All right. So now, hold his belly a little bit. You always want to hold these fish,
Yeah.
you know, so they're not vertical. So you see the difference here. You got a common snook, and we got our friend the fat snook here. Big difference in the body shape here.
Yeah, look at that.
So these common snook, these are the ones that breed, get in the inlets. You know, they start off, you know, when they're a little fry, they get up to, I think our world record's like 48 pounds or something like that. These guys only get up to 28 inches. I think 28.5 inches is a world record caught out of Stewart, Florida. So
Wow.
that's it. But
Pretty.
see that fin, see that anal fin, see the difference here? Look
Yeah.
how long that stretches out like that. That's how you can tell. And those are schooler fish, they school together. So let's let these guys go together. Maybe they'll go back to the hangout there.
Yep. Beautiful. Look at that. There's a little fat snook. Pretty work. There we go. Well, that was awesome. A little double header, 2 different species of snook right at one time. Stay with us. We'll be right back with Hooked on the Palm Beaches.
Four of Florida's best and most easily accessed public fishing opportunities are found within a short drive of each other in Palm Beach County. With the proximity of Gulf Stream currents, pier fishing offers a variety of species for the catching. Several piers offer tackle rental and bait to get you hooked up. A day of pier fishing makes for a great family outing, Palm Beaches style.
We're hooked on the Palm Beaches.
Hooked on the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida. And by Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler company. And by Pelagic high-performance offshore gear.
So we've just fished a bridge right at the top of North Fork on the Loxahatchee River, and now Captain Craig is going to take us on the way out. The tide has just changed, so we should be getting some nice outgoing tide, which will be great. Try fish a couple of the docks on the way out, a couple of the seawalls, see if we can get a bigger snook.
I actually grew up in this zone, Jupiter, got a lot of history here, been guiding, this is my 15th year. For me, growing up in a zone, I've learned so much about the area, and I've seen the area change throughout the years. More homes, more people on the water. For me, it's a challenge because it makes you adapt, and you have to adapt in the sense of the fish move, you have to know where the fish are going and different techniques to catch those fish. And that's why I like doing this, on top of teaching others how to fish and how to catch fish and teaching them about the species in our waters, which is mostly important. I have a 7-year-old daughter myself, and I was pretty fortunate growing up. My dad taught me a lot about the water, and I want to pass that on to our next generation, and hopefully they'll keep it flowing and maintain for us. My favorite species to target is snook and tarpon. A lot of people know me for that. That's what I try to strive for every trip that we go out on. We don't always catch them, but that's part of the game. What's unique is, say the fishing's slow inside, like in the summertime, you can sneak out on the beach and you can target those snook and tarpon on the beaches. And I've had sailfish roll up in 10 feet of water right next to me, and you can target them as well. And then you can slide out. We do a lot of fly fishing for dolphin, bonita, blackfin tunas. So there's a lot of opportunity for anglers to come down to Palm Beach County in general, whether it's Jupiter or Palm Beach, and catch a lot of different species inshore and offshore as well. Oh, he's in the dock.
He's in the dock.
I always pick the lighter rod. I don't know what's wrong with me. chunker. Look at the belly on that guy. He's almost round. He's talking. They like to talk. Say, what are you doing?
Another one bites the dust. Yeah, we're basically fishing in someone's backyard right here. We've got some white ibis spectators watching us. We're just moving along from seawall to seawall, dock to dock. Tide's just changing now, so we're hoping to get a bigger one.
When it gets colder,
Yeah.
when the temperatures drop and the water temperatures get warmer, these floating docks are plastic. So the first thing the sun does when it hits it, it warms it up. So the water temperature around these floating docks will change about 2 to 4 degrees, so the fish will congregate to them.
Right.
So that's a little hidden secret. I'm gonna give it up, but it's a really good spot to target fish when it's super cold out in Florida, which is cold for us. You get temperatures in the 60-degree mark and lower, fish are gonna be there.
Oh, nice fish. Wow.
Big jack.
Big jack.
They love cruising those walls, but they're mixed in with those snook in there too. There you go.
Okay. Little guy, but still nice little snook. Nice little common snook here. These fish are very tolerant of different salinities, so the adults will go out, they'll spawn in the open ocean, and then the youngsters will come and spend most of their time in the estuaries and freshwater lakes alongside the coast. Beautiful little guy, put him back, catch him when he's a bit older.
I always use circle hooks. Circle hooks are very important. It protects the fish, and honestly, it's easier for anglers to hook fish because a circle hook, once the fish puts pressure on the line, they literally hooks them right in the corner of the mouth. J hooks, they tend to take it down, it gets in their stomach, and then you're gonna have issues, and the fish is probably gonna die, and we don't want to kill the snook. So this is a 3/0 circle. What we do with this is we tie a loop knot. Now this is 30-pound fluoro, and the reason we use a loop knot, it's very important that you have freedom in movement, whether it's a bait, a jig, a topwater. If you tie direct to the hook, your hook doesn't have the freedom, and the bait basically kind of drags itself around, and they don't have the freedom to move around and look like a natural presentation. Oh, I got a snook, I got a snook. Look, this snook could eat that jack. All right, we got another common snook on here. Let's see if I can grab him. Bring him up. Nice and clean. Nice clean fish. Nice and white. That's from sitting on the bottom. They're just rubbing down there. They take these pec fins here and they lock down. And they sit in the current. And they basically just wait for a fish, bait fish to come by. And they just ambush them. The tail, they get all these rub marks on there. Nice clean fish. Future fish. It's good to see.
This is so cool. We're getting non-stop action here. Pretty much getting a fish every cast here. Either a jack or a snook. The snook are small, but it's so much fun. I mean, we literally cast after cast straight away. You're on a fish and it's non-stop action. Got another snook here, Craig.
Nice.
This is a fatty, little fat snook.
Oh, fish on, snook.
Another one. Nice.
Woo. I got a heavier fat snook, I believe. Yes, sir.
Oh, look at that. Very cool. Oh, it's jumping like crazy.
Look at this guy.
There we go.
Here, I'll bring around this side
It's
for
a
you.
fat snook. So we had common snook and fat snook over here. Craig's got a bigger one on.
Yeah.
It's mayhem out here. This is what fishing in the Palm Beaches is all about. One snook after the other, 2 different species. We've got jacks going crazy in here, ladyfish. It's pretty manic. Look at that. Ooh, that's a nice fatty. Look at that one. Woo! All right.
That's a bigger one. Big old eyeballs. So addictive catching these things, man. This
that's
is
a beauty.
a largemouth bass on steroids. Plain and simple. For all you guys up north, this is what it's all about right here.
So this is what they do, Craig. They're just sitting underneath here. Ambush predators, opportunistic, anything that comes
Yep.
past.
Hanging behind the
They're just
pilings,
grabbing
using
it.
the eddies.
Look at this. This is what it's all about. This is so much fun.
Snook, black drum, snapper, jacks.
He's trying to tell us something. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
On this week's hotspot, we're heading to Palm Beach County's Okeechobee Park. Okeechobee's in the center of the county, and there's plenty of bass there to keep us adults entertained, but Okeechobee is all about kids fishing. Okeechobee is part of FWC's urban fishing program, and that means that they stock the lakes in Okeechobee with panfish and with catfish, and there's actually fish feeders to keep those fish active and healthy all throughout the year. So it's an awesome place to take the kids, wet a line, you're gonna keep pulling in those panfish and keep them entertained. And while you're at Okeechobee, make sure to check out Okeechobee Nature Center. It's an awesome place to check out wildlife. They've got rehabilitated owls in there, some reptiles, and a really cool trail system. So make sure you check out the Nature Center after you finish catching all those panfish.
Hooked on the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida. And by Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler company. And by Pelagic High-Performance Offshore Gear.
Right now we're going up into JD, Jonathan Dickinson State Park, and we're gonna look for some tarpon.
Sounds good.
We got one earlier, but we need to get one to the boat to hold them.
Right.
So we're gonna look for some tarpon. There's some snook in here. There's jacks, largemouth bass, gar, wide variety of species. So we're gonna see what we can get into, but the main target right now is tarpon. That's what we're gonna look for. It's pretty cool back here. It's quiet. This is natural Florida. This is how it used to be before we started developing all this area. So.
And this is where we're getting like two ecosystems meeting. You're getting sort of the freshwater and the more brackish estuarine water meeting back here, right? So You're getting lots of different species of fish. Like the variety is pretty good up here.
Yeah, we get a mix. So like the further you go back, you start getting into what we call brackish water. So that's a mixture of saltwater and freshwater. And when you get into that, the bass and the snook, they can all, thrive in that body of water. Like the salinity doesn't bother them. But the goal in here, with these little eddies and these rips that you get on these deeper troughs here is the tarpon. They like to gather in these troughs, so that's what we're gonna look for right now.
Cool.
Oh, that was tarpon.
Look at that, dude. Got a nice tarpon on here, boys. The tarpon two-step. He's under the boat. There, he's coming up. Woo! Oh yeah.
Oh, I lost him. There you go, bud.
Woo! Pretty
that is
fish.
A juvenile tarpon. This is my favorite fish right here, man. Look at the colors on that guy. Look at that hook. That's why we use circle hooks right there.
Isn't that awesome? Wow. What a beauty, man.
Right,
what a beautiful fish.
Let's get him in the water for a second. I don't want to keep these guys out too long.
Beautiful little juvenile tarpon here. These another species like snook, so tolerant of different salinities. The adults will go out and spawn in the open ocean, and a female will lay about 12 million eggs. Think about that, and then they'll come, the juveniles, up into these almost freshwater areas where they'll live out their lives. And they have two larval stages. When they hatch and they're in the open ocean, they'll actually take their nutrients from the seawater itself. And then as they get into stage 2 of the larval form, they'll start feeding on zooplankton, small fish, and other items in the ocean. What a spectacular fish, the silver king. Let's let him go. Well, there she goes. Megalops atlanticus, one of 2 species of tarpon found worldwide, the other species being Megalops cyprinoides, which gets a lot smaller, not the giant size of the silver king. This was a juvenile, but it was great fun fishing out with Craig. He really knows his stuff. What an awesome day on the water. We've caught probably 7 or 8 different species of fish. Had an awesome time catching 2 different species of snook and finishing it off with a nice young tarpon here in the backwaters of Jonathan Dickinson State Park. See you next week for another episode of Hooked on the Palm Beaches.